Hello everyone, I'm SuperDazza.
And I'm Pele.
And welcome. Are you okay, friend?
I don't know if you're going to include this or not, but you were just breathing really heavily beforehand. It's like you were meditating. You just did this.
It's how I
Hello everyone, I'm SuperDazza. And it just freaked me out. And I was like, I gotta try and carry this through. And I didn't. So I had to explain it for like 3 minutes and waste everyone's time.
We're keeping this. And I might even include the breathing beforehand.
But then I'll look weird for explaining it. Don't do that.
Yeah, but then but you just look weird anyway, you know?
Yeah.
Welcome. Should we start again?
No, keep going.
No, I'm thrown off now. Okay.
Gotta keep going.
Yeah, okay, we're carrying on. Hello. Hi. Oh, yeah. I have a thing, don't I? And welcome to the SMITE Community Podcast, the podcast where we focus on the SMITE community from the past 2 weeks, whilst Purley knows absolutely nothing about it. This is 2 weeks and a couple days. This time, seeing as we are recording on Tuesday. #blame Purley. I've created a hashtag, by the way, a trending hashtag on Twitter.
Why blame me?
It's trending. It's got.
You were away for the weekend as well.
It's got ones of. This is true.
You were away for the whole week.
Okay, I'm the reason why it wasn't on Sunday. You're the reason why it wasn't on Monday. There we go.
Okay, sure. We'll go with that.
Yeah. So #blame Purley. So for the last 2 weeks, a lot has happened. First of all, want to get out of the way, because we're recording on Tuesday, it's only kind of come in. We are not going to be talking about recent news regarding a specific community specialist at Hi-Res Studios being arrested. That's not happening. Yeah, no, don't say what, because then I have to explain it. We're not talking about that.
Okay.
We're not doing that. We're not talking about that. We don't know enough about it, and this is not what it's about. This is about SMITE. I mean, he is also to SMITE, but this is about
the game and the community.
He's also the community.
Okay,
right. But, let's not talk about it. Right. This is going swimmingly.
No, I agree. Talking about that, it would just be too kind of controversial, and it's not enough. Like, it's not worth the backlash that we'd get.
Yep.
So what about Brexit? How are you feeling?
Brexit. Man, honestly, Brexit, my favourite kind of meal. So, let's talk.
Healthy
that was not worth
Brexit
that laugh.
bar.
It wasn't worth that laugh. That was a terrible joke.
It just confused me, to be honest.
Yeah, well, Brexit confuses me. So,
I mean, let's talk about something with actual substance. Go.
Brexit. It has substance. No. Strong and stable. So, 2 weeks ago, like a couple days after we released the last podcast, there was more announcements about 6.1, which we're going to have to cover today, as well.
Ooh.
We're going to have to cover it. It's like it's a chore. And the Olympians have been announced for the new Hi-Res Titan Forge scheme. And also a scheme. Yeah, I think it's a scheme. Right?
sound like an evil cooperation.
Yeah.
Okay.
It probably is. It's probably a front for something. Plus a load of community
conspiracy theory time.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of community stuff. A suggestion from the community, and a brand new end section at the end as well. Which I'm excited about.
There's getting to be a lot of these. Is there a pun?
Shh. Yes, there is a pun. Hold on. Let me just. Yeah, I have got.
There better be a pun.
I was gonna try and find a better pun, but forgot before the podcast. I have a pun.
The pun's the best part. People listen to the whole podcast just to get to the pun.
I have more of a rhyme than a pun. Is that okay?
I'll allow it.
Okay. So, let's discuss 6.1 and the announcements made recently. So, hold on. Let me get my little agenda here. Right. So, first of all, the Battle Pass. Let's speak Battle Pass. I'm just going to read off the patch notes here. A new system of progression is starting in Season 6. Battle Passes. Players earn battle points. So we no longer get fantasy points. It's now battle points. It's BP. We're not going to be talking about FP anymore. This is BP. Okay?
Okay. That isn't confusing.
No. No. And you get it from playing any normal or ranked game mode. So no co-op or customs or anything. Players can earn a series of rewards for free by earning battle points. The battle pass can also be purchased, instantly unlocking a skin and increasing the amount of battle points earned, and unlocking another series of rewards that can be unlocked by earning battle points. So it's very similar to like a battle pass in any other game where there is a free track that you can get that you don't have to spend a penny on, or you can buy into the purchased pass and get better stuff as well as the free stuff. So far on the PTS there are 60 different reward thingies for this battle pass. Reward thingies. Yep. And the rewards range from all types of cosmetics. There's 4 skins overall, all on the purchased pass.
Wait, so there's 60 cosmetics and 4 of them are skins?
60 rewards. So there can be things like favour, gems, boosters, as well as recall skins, titles.
Oh, okay.
Boosters.
So there is more. It's not like the 1 in 15 chance of getting the only thing worth caring about. There are actually like backing skins and stuff like that.
Wait,
okay.
Oh right, yeah. So there's, you get one of the skins straight off the bat as soon as you buy into it, which is the Soul skin. You get a Sun Wukong skin at level 10. You get a Nemesis skin at level 30, and then level 60, the final thing, you get the new Anubis skin. So, it's 600 gems to purchase into it right now anyway on PTS.
That seems like more than the previous
it was 450
equivalents
gems.
Have been
so it's 450 gems before season ticket, and that was 3 times a year. This is going to be 600 gems 6 times a year.
Yeah, that's more.
It's considerably more, yeah. So 3,600 gems throughout the whole year. More on that later, actually. We have a community member who has decided to do the maths on the battle
double the amount of a year, isn't it?
Yes. 13, 15, 20, a lot more than double.
Yeah. Oh crap, it is more than... What are you doing to us, Hi-Res? Just give us free stuff. For God's sake.
How dare they? Well...
How dare they charge money for their work and effort?
That's ridiculous.
And then give us a way of getting it without money.
Well,
Inconsiderate of them.
No matter how much it is, I could look at the skins and go, I don't want them. But I would buy it anyway because I like progression. Progression is cool. And
it's the only thing that you like in any game ever.
I've spoken about it a lot on the podcast. I like progression. I like ranked progression. I like cosmetic progression. I like worshipper progression. XP progression. Progression. I like progression.
I like playing games. I'm weird like that. Weird like that though.
I like playing games, but I also get motivated to play games because of progression. I'm like, I'm going to play this game because I need to get this reward. But then I end up liking playing the game anyway. Like recently I started playing Realm Royale again. Fun fact.
Have you?
Yeah. I'm playing the new Battle Pass because it's progression. And also, like, by playing it, I've realised that it's actually a pretty decent game now.
He's addicted again.
No, I'm not. No, not again.
You played that a lot.
I played it a lot. I got like 250 hours out of it.
Most of which was solo because everyone else got bored.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, moving on to SMITE though. So more on a season ticket. So obviously season ticket's been removed. Any FP that players have accumulated will be removed at 6.1 launch. So buy stuff with the FP that you got in the store. Players will not earn FP in Season 6, and FP team boosters will be converted to BP team boosters 1-for-1.
Okay.
The Triumphant chest system. Are you familiar with the Triumphant chest system? Do you want me to explain the Triumphant chest system? It's the things that you get.
Yes, please.
When you win a game. You get like the winner's chest.
Oh, is that okay?
Yeah,
I didn't know it was called the Triumphant chest.
Yeah,
system.
the overall system is Triumphant chest system, and yeah, so obviously you can only get 4 per patch or something like
unless
that.
You unlock them with favour.
Yeah,
yeah.
This system has been removed from the game.
I like that system.
These chests will now be earned at specific battle pass levels, so you'll get them from your battle pass, not from wins anymore. So you'll be getting you'd be getting less. And you need to buy the battle pass to get it. No, actually, I think the majority of them are in the free pass. If not all of them. Yeah, it looks like all of them are going to be in the free pass. But it
so they aren't putting it behind a paywall now.
No. That is the kind of Season 6 systems that they've announced and what not. I'm excited for that. What I'm not...
That's
okay,
cool.
I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant, I guess, here. So,
I'll sit back and enjoy.
Yeah, sure. So they've decided to put a Chibi Soul skin into the Battle Pass, a recolor for an already existing Nem skin in the Battle Pass, a really cool Sun Wukong like prism skin, and a Smitetropolis Anubis skin, like a casual Anubis skin. I like the majority of these skins. However, they have no theming to them, and it feels like a lot of Battle Passes, what they'll do is they have some sort of theme around them, right? In like other games, and I like themes. Yet they've not really done that for this Battle Pass at all. What do you think?
Well, that could be just because it's the first Battle Pass. Like, you know, if there's 6 a year, maybe in summer they'll launch a summer Battle Pass that has, I don't know, characters in revealing clothing like they tend to do.
I mean, I know they've said before that they're not going to have a Summer of Smite because the skins, because they're too restricted on skins and skin themes and stuff, but and that might be why they don't want to theme Battle Passes, but I think it gives it kind of a little bit more character. I don't know. Like Realm Royale, you know, they theme their Battle Passes. I think Paladins do that as well. I didn't hear what you said, but I know it's going to be shit talking Realm Royale. So,
I didn't say anything. What?
Sure. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe in the future they will, but yeah, I don't know. It just seems like they've just thrown in some cosmetics willy nilly and not really thought about them being in a Battle Pass or anything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about this system and how it will work until I see it working. Like, I'm not sure if I prefer it or not, but I do like there's a new system.
Yeah.
Because the old FP tickets, the borders, it was getting old. It was a good system, but it was kind of stagnating and being like, oh yeah, I'll get this season ticket. Oh yeah, I'll get this season ticket. So I like there's a new system. I'm just not sure if it's better or not.
Well,
and I'm kind of excited to see, which I guess is the point of adding a new system.
Sneaky Bison on Reddit actually says, they made a Battle Pass versus season ticket cost versus value analysis, I'm not going to go through.
I think I know how this is going to end.
There's a lot of maths. I'll tell you the TLDR from this post. The Battle Pass is very bad for us as a player base in regards to how many skins we are getting for our gem and time investment, and how many extra gems we will be accumulating to spend on specific items we want. Because you get 200 gems from the Battle Pass, from the new Battle Pass. You get 200 gems if you complete it, because some of the levels are, you get gems for them. The cost per skin. You're welcome. The cost per skin of the new Battle Pass is 150 gems per skin plus filler, while the cost per skin of the season ticket was 39 gems per skin plus filler. Not only this, by purchasing the Battle Pass with your login bonus and the gems you earn from it, your gem accumulation rate will only be an extra 800 gems per year, which is a major drop from the 1,400 per year with the season ticket.
Wow.
Some people understandably prefer not to have recolors included in the season ticket, which is like the store stuff, right? They had like 5 recolored skins in the FP store. Without the recolor skins from the Triumphant chests, you are still looking at only 63 gems per skin with the season ticket, which is still considerably less than the Battle Pass.
What did they say the yearly income was? The yearly income of gems from the Battle Pass.
Oh god! Oh, from the Battle Pass. Well, I mean, you get 200 gems from this Battle Pass. So if we're assuming that 200 gems per Battle Pass, then it's going to be 1,200 gems in a year.
1,200 gems. That means that if you get every weekly reward and get all the gems from the Battle Passes, you can, in theory, do it for free? With the 50 gems a week from daily logins?
Yes.
If you log on to SMITE every day this year, you could, in theory, get all this stuff for free still. So they aren't putting it behind the compulsory paywall. Which I like that they've kind of still balanced it in there, even if it is much harsher.
Yeah, they do say
it's not like you must pay if you want to get everything.
Yeah.
It's just you probably need to.
For some reason, it seems like they've said 300 gems per Battle Pass, but I have checked, it is 200. I'm fairly certain. They say if it was 300 gems, they say also please note if you earn and save your login gems and earn the 300 gems per Battle Pass, you will be able to complete every subsequent Battle Pass that SMITE offers under this new model as long as the pricing and rewards stay the same.
Oh, so the maths that I just did was completely pointless because you already had that information but didn't say it.
Yeah, but it was...
Okay.
But it was 300 gem... But they're using 300 gems instead of 200 gems, so... I don't know if that changes anything. But yeah.
I think it still works out.
Let's not go too far into the maths, I guess. More on
maths
this...
Maths is fun!
Maths is awful. Musical Smasher on Reddit says, how will we be able to support the SPL in-game in Season 6? Because obviously Season Ticket is going away, which means SPL supporting is going away. So they make a whole point about, supporting the SPL, blah, blah, blah. Skillshot Orvi, the SMITE Esports community manager, says in the comments to this, keep an eye out for more news on this ahead of the season. So...
Exciting.
That's a little teaser.
Potentially another way of getting gems, making it fairer.
Maybe, or I don't know. Just it would be interesting to see how they do it. I don't know whether it will even be part of the Battle Pass. It might just be a whole new system. But like a different system that could give gems to make it seem less like they're just kind of upping the price of everything and making it all harder to get skins. Well, if it's not going to be part of the Battle Pass, then it wouldn't. Then it's not going to give battle points necessarily. So
no, but it could be like a way of voting on things and getting skins or whatever instead of getting gems.
I just snapped a
ruler. If you win. Why were you?
No.
Why?
I don't.
What?
It just snapped. Didn't do anything, Mum.
You just picked up a ruler and just snapped it in half.
Just snapped it in half. Yeah, it was actually pretty in half as well. Actually, that's impressive.
I mean, you can see if it's exactly in half. It's a ruler.
No, because this ruler has already snapped.
Oh,
so it's part. I've snapped part of a ruler.
You've snapped the snap
Yeah, I've snapped the snap.
Don't tell Thanos.
Yeah. Telegor on Reddit says the Triumphant chest nerf is an insult to the player base. Currently, I can easily get 32 Triumphant chests in 8 weeks for free without even using Favour. In the new Battle Pass system, victory chests have been removed in favour of putting 9 Triumphant chests as rewards in the 8-week Battle Pass. So that's 32 down to 9. Triumphant chests are currently the only real reward for playing Smite, and what basically amounts to their removal is bad for the game.
The Triumphant chest system was a nice system.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a direct reward for winning games. It's just nice. Even if it's like a player icon or a recolor or something that you don't really want, it's still nice to be like, I won that game and that earned me the icon.
They did mention in the patch notes show that it was to it was a confusing system in terms of like the UI with it and how it all kind of works. They said it was kind of confusing, so they're removing it to reduce confusion.
According to who?
Ajax, I believe.
But as in
according to who was it confusing?
They designed the system, so why are they concluding that it isn't user friendly?
Yeah,
I always wonder this.
Just make it user friendly, I guess.
It's like, how do you not know it wasn't user friendly when you made it, and what information do you have now that makes it so that you now? I don't know. It's a weird thing to say it's not user friendly when you made it.
You can only access them through the Play tab now instead of just getting them onto your home screen, which is weird.
But that was with the UI change more so than it was.
So I don't know.
But change the system.
Pilot Snippy responds to this Triumphant chest thing saying, "Reducing confusion in quotation marks is obviously just them trying to give a bullshit reason. Yeah, it's shit, it's clearly for money, and it's clearly for money that they are removing it. I mean, if it's for money purposes, they're a company. I know you shouldn't really get rid of things from your customers." But I guess if it helps, I don't want them to go bankrupt. So, sure.
I don't know. They are a company, but at the same time, being a company, you have to have the rule of don't take away free stuff because people start to not trust you.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I think we've spoken a lot about the Battle Pass and Triumphant Chest and whatnot. So that's an exciting new system coming into Season 6 and also being removed from Season 6. Let's talk about Minions now, which is something that was discussed in the most recent update show. So, a couple of things about Minions. Minions spawn time. I believe this was only mentioned in the last update show. Minions now spawn 1 minute after the game starts, down from 1 minute 30. Fountains will now boost movement speed of players leaving the fountain during this countdown, allowing them to get to map locations and lanes quickly. This fades shortly after the match begins. That might have been announced beforehand, but it's good to bring it up again.
Cool.
But more importantly, Minion Balance. Brute minions, so the tough boys. The big
tough boys.
Brute minion spawn rules have been changed. So, are you familiar with how lane minions were spawning before in terms of their kind of configurations and how many brutes are in each one and how many archers are in each one and whatnot?
I believe it's just a hard-coded.
Yeah, it was very confusing.
This wave has this many minions, this wave has this many minions, etc.
Yeah. Previously a brute was spawned every third wave, with 1 brute at a time from 0 minutes to 10 minutes, 2 brutes at a time from 10 minutes to 20 minutes, and 3 brutes at a time from 20 minutes plus every third wave. Now, brutes will spawn differently after 10 minutes. Brutes will spawn every third wave, still 1 brute at a time from 0 minutes to 10 minutes. That's unchanged. After 10 minutes, 1 brute will spawn on every wave. After 20 minutes, 2 brutes will spawn on every wave. And after 30 minutes, 3 brutes will spawn on every wave.
Okay. I much prefer that.
This is also, I think, to counteract the new... trying to get the right one. The new... one of the Gold Furies that increases minion damage. And general buffing of minions. I think they had a little bit of a problem. Because also, it's the fact that if you get that Gold Fury buff onto your minions, it's kind of random which whether you get brutes in that or not, right?
Yeah.
So they might have a weird thing of like, no, there's wait a couple waves because there's going to be brutes in that one, then we'll get Gold Fury, and it's just like, ugh. I don't know.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's the whole idea of things that are effectively random, things that are so complicated and convoluted. It's like no one's actually bothering to think about these things, and it's just, we got a brute, they got a brute, and no one seems to really care. And I like the idea now of like, okay, it's past 10 minutes, we've got a brute in all the waves. It's just because the whole different minion system is a nice system, and I like that they're now refining it to be more predictable, so you can actually things based on that. If you see minions taking up one of your towers 20 minutes in, you can go, there's 2 brutes in that wave, they could get that tower.
Exactly.
You can actually factor it into your decision making, as opposed to before where it's like, there are minions there, if there's a brute they might take it, I don't know. Because no one actually kept track. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, you can keep track, but also that's just a pain in the butt.
Yeah, no one kept track.
No. Do you remember last podcast where I told you about the new elixir of speed, and a way for people to sell their boots in the late game to get another item?
Yes, and the reaction was, that could be a really cool idea.
Yes. I also spoke then about Ratatoskr and how, they've said about things about how he is an early game first of all, he's an early game character, so you should probably try and win before the late game anyway. And secondly, he can't sell his acorn, so you can't, you won't get another item for him, like everyone else. Yeah, well, you can now sell his acorn. So let's just ignore that whole conversation. So yeah, I don't know. It balances out a little bit more. I know he's an early game character, but I don't know. It kind of gives him.
Also, do you want to sell your acorn?
You can't buy boots. You can't buy boots as rat. So not until the late game you don't want to sell your acorn, no. And plus, it does give good stats and a good passive.
I'm talking about the stats and the passive. Like, would you even want to sell your acorn?
Maybe I guess there's going to be better items to get in the late game, I think.
Yeah.
But, definitely don't sell it until late game. I'm waiting for people to just accidentally sell. I wonder if you could buy the acorn back.
Okay, the answer to that is you should be able to, but the real answer is it's high res, probably not.
Can you buy 6 acorns?
And the movement speed stacks. No, you can't buy more than one item from the same tree. You can't buy more than one boots anyway.
Yeah,
can you?
True, actually, yeah.
You can't buy more than one boots.
You can't.
I've never tried.
No, you can't. You can't buy more than one of the same item, no. This is correct.
Yeah, but you can't get, like, Shoes of Focus and Shoes of the Magi. Or boots.
Sure you can.
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you... I mean, that's just a
I'm not sure if you're only
that's just a hard-coded thing for boots, because, like...
I'm just imagining just, like, one red and one purple and one blue boot.
There might be
just carrying a reinforced green.
There might be an inbuilt
Let's
thing
go.
There might
Moving
be an
really
inbuilt thing
fast.
for not being able to buy more than one boots. I don't know. I feel like we're being really stupid.
I don't think you can.
But, I mean, no one's done it before, like, as a meme. So I'm going
to
assume
one would.
not.
Actually, true. I haven't seen it as a meme, so it's probably not possible. Is that the logic that we're going with?
Sure. There's one more little thing about... Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, no, I should probably talk about this as well. So, last podcast we discussed roll queue and the fact that they mentioned some possibly in the future adding TP rewards for playing an underplayed role.
Sure.
Well, in so on the PTS right now, it says this. In Ranked Conquest, the top 2 players in each team will be given the highest priority for their roles. Due to this, it will be more likely players will receive a role they are less comfortable playing. In Ranked Conquest, players who did not receive one of their preferred roles will lose 50% less points on a loss and gain 50% more points on a win.
That's a... But...
So that's the opposite.
Weird...
That's kind of the opposite of what they said with underplayed roles. Like, now underplayed roles overall will gain and lose.
That's a weird system.
Yeah.
Because, hold on, so I don't think I understand this because it seems stupid to me. So, if you get into a game and you didn't get your preferred role, you will lose less TP if you lose, and gain more TP if you win. You personally...
If you do not get your role.
Singular.
Yes.
But
I don't know if this has changed or not, but this is... Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But surely if you're not having your role as disadvantaging
hold on,
everyone should...
Abort. Pompon in the comments. Hold on. Hey guys, we initially planned to have the TP bonus rolled out in 6.1 with Roll Queue, but it's being delayed till 6.2 as a feature. So we wanted to get it in, but it wouldn't be ready in time. For players who select Fill, we are discussing some options. The one we are leaning towards on this is for players who select Fill to always receive a bonus, but have the bonus be less than someone who selected a specific role and failed to get it. So 25%, for example. This will give Fill players a solid bonus all the time, while still providing a large boost to players who failed to get their role, which will be more common in Ranked. Okay, don't abort. It's still happening.
Because, no, if you don't get your preferred role,
yes,
and you are therefore disadvantaging the team by not getting your preferred role,
yes,
which I assume is the logic behind you losing less TP, but the rest of your team still loses the full TP.
If they get
so why do only you lose less TP because you were given your unpreferred role from the system?
Interesting. Because it's unfair. Because the game's been unfair to you, so it's giving you back. So it feels bad.
But it's been unfair to everyone because everyone had the teammate that wasn't in their preferred role.
It feels bad,
and everyone lost together. It's a team game.
It wants to pay you back. It's apologising. It's saying, right.
Also, if you don't get your preferred, also people are going to start surrendering because they didn't get their preferred role, and they're going to lose less TP, so it doesn't matter as much.
Well, I mean, MZ perks. Okay, I wasn't going to talk about the comments to this, but let's talk about the comments.
If you get your preferred mid and you carry the game to success, and there is an ADC main that is now a support, they're gaining double the TP because you carried the game. And you aren't getting double the TP for carrying them in their not preferred role.
Let's see what the community said. I wasn't going to go through these comments, but let's just see what people are saying. MZ Perks says, in my opinion, 50% is a bit too much and can be abused. Sovereign Paladin says, really horrible wording on that last paragraph, saying to report people if they fail to play their assigned role. Wait, what? I didn't see this. All players should do their best no matter the role assigned. If a teammate fails to play their assigned role, please report them after the match. We want everyone to have fun and play. Okay, that's not about this. That's not about that. Moving on. Krusty the Beast TV says, time to call mid 100% of the time.
Yeah, because then if you don't get mid and you lose, this doesn't make any sense.
Big Oso 1873 says, I don't hate the concept. I mean, if you're playing a role you're not comfortable with but are decent enough to be carried while doing it, getting a reward isn't bad. 50% more though, question mark? 10 to 25% seems more reasonable. If you're getting 16 TP, that means an extra 8 for a total of 24. At 10%, it would be get rounded to 5 for 18 TP total, or 20 TP total at 25%. I don't know, 50% seems like a lot. Wesley West says, wow, I was thinking of having support as one of my roles, but not anymore. I'll still play / enjoy it when I get forced into it, but no advantage to picking it now.
Yep. The system doesn't make sense. Rewarding fill players... None of it makes sense. If you're a really good player, you might as well just pick Phil and you'll get more TP than the rest of your team, even if you aren't playing as well as the rest of your team.
It is quite...
You're getting rewarded for randomly not being given your role, even though it's a team game where the whole team won together and should get the same reward or punishment. But because you didn't get your given role by chance, you're getting punished less.
Baleful Eclipse says, it looks like I'm the only one who thinks this is an awesome system, according to the comments. King of Games Brass says, wow, great job, Hi-Res, nice and thoughtful. I don't know whether that's sarcastic or not. Priscilla12315 says, lol, rip the people that are forced to support. Yeah, I feel sorry for you as a support main. As a mid main, I'm fine with this. As a mid and ADC main, I'm okay. Like, I mean, it's not. I'd rather it not be in the game overall, but also I'm not going to complain as much because.
I don't know. I do prefer the system of reward. Funnily enough, as a support main, I prefer the system of rewarding the underplayed roles.
Interesting, yeah. Okay, well, we can talk about for so long, and
what are they trying to achieve?
You're going to be talking about it for the whole podcast anyway. So let's move on. Christ,
it doesn't add anything.
We should mention from the last podcast we messed up on some things. Frustr8d, good buddy, FG says in the comments of the last one, FG doesn't scale because the buff doesn't scale. It would be because we spoke last podcast about why it goes, why it jumps to, why enhanced FG, why FG doesn't scale and instead just jumps to the enhanced FG, right? Remember?
Yeah, and I think I complained and stuck my nose into it and gave an uninformed opinion,
yes,
I like doing.
I believe so. I think we both did because first of all, it does scale. Or in terms of, I think the amount FG to take does scale in difficulty, but for Frustr8d, FG doesn't scale because the buff doesn't scale. But apparently I'm so confused. I don't know. Someone please tell me what's going on, because
what
FG? I don't know whether FG scales. I know whether the reward scales for killing it, whether FG scales itself. I don't know.
Isn't that what Frustr8d is saying?
He's saying FG doesn't scale because the buff doesn't scale. But then I was told by someone else that he does scale. It'd be unfair to put more work in a 30-minute game and get the same result you would get with a 10-minute FG. Also, blue buff does physical damage and stuff. Yeah.
No, I think...
Wait, also blue buff does physical damage since start of Season 5? That's not correct, is it? I've never read that part of the comment.
I don't
think it does.
I don't think so. No, I was fairly sure it did magical damage, but I might be wrong.
No, I was under that impression as well.
But no, I think what he means is that neither FG's defenses, offenses, or its buff scales at all until 30 minutes, when suddenly it flips into the enhanced FG, which gives the enhanced FG buff.
Someone let us know whether that's right or not.
I think that's what Frustr8d is saying.
Because I could just very easily research it, but I really cannot be asked. Also, we should mention the fact that you do not gain any more TP for getting more kills, as you suggested in the last podcast.
Okay. You did at some point.
Incorrect. I was confused when you said it, but I went along with you I will admit I did go along with you because I wasn't sure myself.
Okay.
But
I apologise for being wrong.
Now, apologies over. There's one small thing that we still need to talk about with the patch notes, and that is a certain Merlin the Mage Boy, as his official title.
I really hope they do that.
The Mage Boy.
Like where it's like, Amuzenkarb, god of bees, Merlin the Magey Boy.
The Magey Boy. Man, let's talk Merlin. Do you know anything about Merlin? And in game. We don't need to go into his lore again.
No.
Nothing. Okay. Well, we did speak about him a little bit last podcast, with him having 3 stances and whatnot. But let's just talk about him here. So let's talk about his passive first of all. Every time he uses an ability, his next basic attack will deal extra damage, maximum 3 stacks of that. So if he uses 3 abilities, the next 3 basic attacks.
I was concerned for a little bit there that it would be like, it would make him seem static, like ability basic, but it's stacking is a good idea.
Stacks last 5 seconds as well, so you have to use them at that time. Very simple passive. I think it needed to be simple because of how much is going on with this character. Let's discuss, first of all, let's skip his 1 and 2. Let's discuss his 3 in every single stance. This has the same cooldown in every stance, so it is the same ability in each stance. And it's called Flicker, and it is just a short teleport in front of him. That's his movement for all stances. For his ultimate, Merlin taps into his inner potential, exploding with the energy in the stance he is currently attuned to. During this time, he can choose which stance to enter into next. After the explosion reaches its apex, it collapses in on itself, dealing the damage of the stance that he is going to go into. Enemies are dealt damage from both. Yes, enemies dealt damage from both the explosion and the implosion, and suffer different effects depending on which stance's energy they're being hit by.
Wait, did you say that he chooses which stance he goes into?
I'll get onto that in a second. So, when getting hit by fire, when getting hit by fire in this ability, it's dot damage on you. When getting hit by ice, it's a slow, and when you get hit by arcane, it's a knock up.
Cool. This is cool. I like this so far.
Yeah.
What does the effects look like? Does the explosion
it's
is
really
it good?
Cool. So you need to play him. I think I might just have to get this guy to Diamond. He seems incredible. And by the way, incredible to play as well. I did just get into jungle practice before the podcast. I haven't played an actual game with him, but he is very intuitive to play. And the fact that only 2 of his abilities change instead of 3 of them, it makes him a lot easier to get a hang of as well.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, to answer your question about how he changes stances, so if you press the change stance button and then nothing else, he will switch to the next stance in his cycle.
What's the change stance button?
That's Arcane 4. That's his ult.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got confused by you calling it the chance stage. The chance change button.
Yeah, nice. So it's press 4, and then he will go to the next stance in his cycle. So I think the cycle is arcane, fire, ice, I think. And then back to arcane.
Cool.
If you so for a second or so after you press your ult, it will go into. Are you familiar with how Raijin's ult works? When you Raijin ult, you can press 1, 2, or 3, in that whilst in his ult stance to use different types of drums. Are you familiar with that? Have you played Raijin?
You can do that as Raijin? What? I just press 4.
What do you do afterwards?
Click a few times. What else can you do as Raijin?
So Raijin... Oh god, this is going to go into a Raijin reveal. Right.
I've mastered Raijin. How do I know how Raijin works?
If you press 1, it does the full damage of the ult with no other effects, right, in a line in front of you. The 2 taunts enemies towards you and does 30% of that full damage, and his 3 then fears, so pushes people away from you and does 30% of the damage.
I don't want to just click 3 times and the last one taunts.
What are you doing? How does that even work? That's not even... Why does it taunt? You need to press 2 to taunt. I don't even know when you can left click. Can you even click?
I swear that's how that works. Yeah.
I thought you had to press 1, 2, or 3. Maybe if you click it, like, does it by default you 1? Why would it taunt?
It does.
I don't understand. Oh my god.
No one ever told me about this. I mastered Raijin, and I think I was in games with you.
It's why would you have to say it? It's like... Anyway. So
that's exciting. I'm going to play Raijin again. Okay.
For 1 second, after using Merlin's ult, the abilities will change to first, second, and third ability will change, and you can click on which you can use 1, 2, or 3 to choose which stance you want to go to. So, for example,
can you change into the stance you're in?
No, although I believe there's a bug right now where you can, but no, you can't change into the stance you're in.
Okay.
You can. So for example, if I'm in Arcane, and obviously fire is next on that cycle, but if I wanted to go straight to ice, I can press Alt, quickly press 3, and that will go into ice stance instead.
Cool.
It's very intuitive, and I really like
cool.
it. It's really done.
Even though I'm yawning.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm keeping you up.
Yeah, it's nap time.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds cool, though. I am enjoying... This is the 100th god as well.
100th god. I think they did well with him.
Living up to it so far. This is cool.
I'm also really looking forward to skins for this.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about his first ability. Or, okay, actually, no. We'll do it like this. We'll talk about his arcane stance, first of all. So his 1 in arcane stance, he releases an orb of condensed celestial energy. It grows in size as it travels. It deals damage to every enemy hit. Every enemy hit is marked. Okay. Enemies that are marked during this initial throwing forward of the ability. Okay. Once the ability stops. Okay, it stops still. It stops traveling and just stays there for a bit. If there is a marked target in its area, they will take damage. So the only people that will take damage once the ability stops are the people that got initially marked by the travel.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Does that ever actually do a lot of damage, though? It doesn't seem like... Because you would need to hit them with the first bit and the second bit to do any damage to them. And they could just walk away, surely. Mm-hmm.
Correct. I don't know, like, you can use it up close as well. Like, it's quite a hard thing to hit from a distance, but...
Interesting.
Yeah. So that is... Yeah, that's the first ability in Arcane. The second ability in Arcane, Vortex. So it's a circle on the floor. After a delay, it deals damage and pulls any enemies in the area towards the center.
Okay, so pretty standard.
That can be used in conjunction with his 1.
Ooh.
Right? So now you see kind of some combos and stuff. His fire stance, the first ability in his fire stance, Radiate. Merlin channels a beam of intense fire for 2 seconds that deals damage every 0.5 seconds. Each time Radiate hits an enemy, it also applies a dot. So it's very similar to Artio's 3 in Druid form. That kind of thing. So like a line stance, it does dot, tick, tick, tick damage.
Yeah.
Except for the whole CC stuff that she has.
Cool. And the 3?
What's the sh for?
What?
Why did you say shush?
Oh, I was shushing you because it's like you were saying the ways that it isn't like RTOs 3, and you were ruining your analogy.
Sure. And then the second ability in Fire Stance is Dragon Fire. Merlin summons forth 2 ethereal dragons. Don't worry, it's not as cool as it sounds. It's pretty cool.
That sounds dramatic.
So 2 dragon necks kind of come from the ground. 2 little small dragon necks come from the ground, and shoot flame towards each other, damaging enemies in this kind of almost diamond area, right? If enemies are caught in the center of these, so they're getting hit by both the dragon flames, their protections are reduced.
So its hands are out.
No, it doesn't move.
Oh.
No.
Does he at least shout some weird long Japanese sentence?
He is not Japanese, believe it or not. He is very British.
But does he at least shout a weird long Japanese sentence?
Do you want me to see the exact things that he shouts? Hold on. Right, I'm doing this for you.
No.
I'm doing this for science. No, you've got me doing it now.
No, I don't want you to do this.
For his 2 dragon fire, he shouts...
This joke wasn't funny and it's gone too far.
He shouts, Draconis! Right? Hold on. You probably heard that from my... leaking from my things. He also shouts, from the dragon's maw! There we go.
He also shouts, Ryuga waga teki woku.
He doesn't do that, actually.
Oh.
Funnily enough.
Okay.
And
Ice Stance.
Ice Stance, his first ability, it's very similar to Soul 2. No, let's say Hell's 1. Are you familiar with Hell's Dark Stance New 1? No. Okay.
New?
Yeah, new. There we go. So no. He hurls a Frostbolt forward. If it hits a first enemy, it stops on and deals damage to them. It also deals an additional 20% damage if that target is slowed.
Okay, cool.
Guess what the second ability in Ice Stance is? It's a slow. He creates a blizzard at a target location. After a brief delay, shards of ice start hurtling down every 0.5 seconds. Enemies hit, take damage, and progressively get more slowed while they stay within the area. So it's a 2-second slow overall. It's an 8% slow, and stacks up to 5 times. So if you get hit with 5 ticks in that area, you could get up to a 40% slow.
I like this.
That is his abilities. This is Merlin. There we go.
He does feel like a master of the elements. He feels like he's attuning himself with the element, and he's doing the same thing in every stance, but just oriented at a different element. It's got a really cool feel to it. I like this.
Yep, that is Mage Boy.
Major Boy. The Major Boy.
Merlin Mage Boy.
That's the theme for all of the Arthurian pantheon. Arthur should be the Swordy Boy.
Sword Boy.
The Magey Boy.
Lady of the Lakes is going to be Lady Boy.
That took me off guard.
Maybe not. No, right, so yeah, that's Merlin. That is patch notes. That is pretty much everything. I think we've covered everything about season 6 now on this podcast.
Whoa!
This
it only took us many hours.
Yep.
Please say that the community and submissions and end section are short, because we've got a few official things to go through.
Let's talk about the Olympians. First, so first of all, I don't know whether I've covered this on the podcast, but I feel like their meetings should be called like at the round table or something, right? Like the Arthurian.
Yes, definitely.
I have tweeted that. It didn't get any response, unfortunately, because it was probably a terrible idea.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, but the votes are in, and we're thrilled to announce the Olympians. Please give a warm welcome to your 2019 delegates. I'm not going to go through what. Actually, yeah, no, sure. I'll go through what. So there's specifically like different consoles and stuff, right? So for PC Conquest, we have Warchi. we have non-Conquest PC. We have Trelly Relly. Conquest Xbox. We have Kitten of Doom. Non-Conquest Xbox. We have the Might Sword. Conquest PS4.
Can I stop doing this now?
No. Conquest PS4. We have Killer XD Pro.
Woo!
Non-Conquest PS4. We have Throw Double G.
Woo!
Big Woo. Co-host of Battleground of the Gods podcast.
Yeah.
Another Conquest PC. We have Alpha Jackal. Previous player and coach. Conquest PC. Again, we have Wraithen. And another Conquest PC. We have Flareboot, who is the Word of Thoth guy.
Woo!
So, congrats to our Olympians. Those are the people that you go to. It's their fault. If you don't like something, it's their fault. Okay?
Yes.
Got that? Cool.
Always go to them first, and you can complain at them. Yeah. Send them Twitter messages. They love that.
Yeah, it's their fault. Yeah, you don't like the UI. It's their fault. Send them a message.
Yeah.
And that's Olympians. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they can actually like bring.
Yeah. I like this whole idea, and I like those people. So, I'm happy. Yay.
Yeah. So, moving on from Olympians now, another official thing. Developer update posted by Hires Isaiah on Reddit, and I think the blog Smite game pod thing as well. Gods and Goddesses, the team has been putting in a ton of work to the godlike start of Season 6. We have so much going on into this update. Crossplay and cross-progression, God 100 Merlin, Roll Queue, new Conquest updates, first ever Battle Pass, plus Smite is now on 4 platforms with the introduction of Switch. In order to make sure Update 6.1 is the best experience, we have decided to push back the release date to February 11th. Next Mondays. This extra time allows us to add some final polish to these long requested features from the community. We're also taking extra time to test the merging of content and progress across platforms as we make our final preparations for cross progression. This is a massive leap forward for us, and we want to do it right. Which is fair enough. Sure.
Yeah.
Get it right. Don't like you've got extra time now.
Please.
Make it good. If you're using this extra time and it's not good, go talk to the Olympians. Message the Olympians.
Yeah.
Just be like, what are you doing?
Message them.
What are you
It's
doing?
all their fault.
Like, why have you not been working hard enough, Olympians? Come on.
Yeah.
Man.
Try harder.
Honestly. And also, I don't really know where to put this. I put this in official, but G's on Reddit. Arthur and Merlin get extra taunts and jokes if both of them are in the same team.
Really?
Yeah. So they have a little like conversation, I think, when they like joke or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Arthur goes,
I love.
Arthur goes, Merlin. Arthur says, yes, my liege. Merlin says, remember that time you tricked all of Britain? And Merlin says, I cannot fathom what you're talking about. Thank you.
I like that. I like how they would add little kind of details and Easter eggs, not actually tell us.
Yeah.
And it's just like this little, we put this in there just for a little bit of fun.
I like it.
Sprinkle of flavour.
Yeah, it adds character. So, moving on to more community stuff now. Let's talk about what Alpha Omega 125 put on Reddit. Smite on Switch might be the best/worst thing to ever happen. I love the fact I can get a game or two in to get my Smite fix before I go to bed without having to hop on my PC. I hate the fact that I can get a game or two in before I go to bed and it's completely thrown off my sleep schedule. Take your time to watch and keep up the great work.
Switch is a big thing. I like that it's on Switch. And like, from what I've heard, it's a fairly successful port as well.
And it's the first handheld thing Smite's been on. So yeah, there's a lot.
Cool.
Adds locations where you can play. But yeah, no, it just makes me want to get a Switch even more. Damn it.
Yeah, I
really want one, but I can't justify.
I'll get a Switch when I'm not at uni and needing to do exams and studying, and
That's
I can
also
just
true.
waste my life on a little rectangle.
Yeah.
With flashy lights.
I wanted to talk about
words are annoying.
I don't know. I want a Switch. I want a Switch. Damn it, I want a Switch. The British zombie on Reddit. How are you even supposed to fight Pele in a 1v1? Now I wanted to bring this up because I don't think we're going to be much help here. She is incredibly.
You realise what you just said, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to bring this up for the two of us to discuss, because the two of us have nothing to contribute.
Well, I mean, she's incredibly early game, and she is incredibly insane to try and fight. The only thing I can say is don't. Just don't fight. But I'd like to bring some of the commenters into this, because I thought this was hilarious reading these. So, Mythicity gives some advice. You don't. There we go.
Good advice.
Leary Leetum says use water. Water extinguishes her. There you go.
Clever. Hebo.
Yep. Zhong Qing says just build Pestilence, Brawlers, Toxic Plague, and Cursed Ankh. You won't be able to clear wave, but at least when she kills you, her health bar won't be full. You won't feel as bad.
What was that name? Zhong Qing?
Zhong Qing. Yeah.
Huh. I don't get it.
It's like Zhong Kui, but with an NG at the end.
Zhong Qing. Okay. No. Sorry, that sounded weird to me. Any more?
Cloms49 says, well, when you see Pele, you just hit the home button, hover over Smite, press start, and then hit quit application, and you should be good.
Genius. That way you don't lose.
Yep. So thank you, community. You've been a great help there.
Yeah. Situation's been improved.
Yeah. Perfect. Pele's been nerfed indirectly from that.
Problem fixed.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
What is this name?
I don't know what you're trying.
Byesecshoealls.
Bisexual. That's a word, Danny.
But they've spelt it. I didn't.
Bisexual's a word.
I didn't realise what I was
saying. And a sexuality.
Yeah, I didn't realise what I was saying, because it's spelt BYESEC. Shoe, like the thing you put on your feet, and all. ALL. I didn't know what I was saying. From you/bisexual.
We're an inclusive, progressive society, Danny. We accept all spellings of the word bisexual.
I'm sorry. Man.
How insensitive of you.
Byesecshoeall says, what is your best meme build for chill casuals? What do you like to build? Meme. If you're in an arena or something, or stuff like that. I'll go through some comments here. Kingboxer, you ever tried Crit Sung Wukong? You ever see a monkey swing his stick so fast and so hard that he made a clone of himself from the force of the impact?
I have done that before. That is fun.
Yeah.
Face punch Ymir as well.
Face punch Ymir. Yeah, I do like face punch Ymir. Good
for those of you who don't know, that's Ymir, but you punch them in the face.
I don't think you can do. Can you do that?
That's what Polynomicon is. It's just
punch them in the face.
You punch them. It's just in the face this time.
Directly in the nose.
Yeah.
Landmine Artemis can get really silly results, says Jekyll's LaRue. Go Transcendence and full attack damage with Heartseeker, so they step on snares to clear them and accidentally just die.
And accidentally just die.
Yeah.
That's a great sentence.
HP5 Hercules, says Merlin the Hammer. Man, there's a lot of different things on here. I might try some of these builds out, actually, just pissing around in the arena.
Yes.
Man. Now on to
we've got to find the best build. We're gonna do a 1v1 tournament where we
out of all of these builds,
try all the builds in a bracket system and see which one's the best.
Holy crap! I would love that.
We need to do this. That's amazing.
That'd be so good. Oh, I'm doing it. We're doing it.
Yeah, we are doing it. I agree.
Universe on... This is going into a little bit more of a more serious note. Universe says on Reddit, a reminder of Weaken's Loki chain suggestion that I like a lot. So obviously recently Loki's auto attack chain has been nerfed. What? When
you said Loki chain suggestion, I thought you meant like the words low and key, like kind of a low key change, like kind of under the radar, but just kind of a low key change. And I was like, Weaken's low key change that kind of means a lot though.
So, damn it, Loki's auto attack chain. But I can't say that word now.
I know, that's what I was laughing at.
So yeah, the first hit in his auto attack chain was nerfed in 6.1. Weaken had a suggestion, apparently, according to Universe. First of all, let him swap places with his decoy. Okay. Second, make the ult do no damage. Right. Third thing is hit the scaling on everything, and the fourth thing, shorter stealth time, especially with decoy switch. That's his.
I like decoy switch a lot. That's a really cool idea.
Yeah, decoy isn't exactly very intimidating or like I know it's very easy to avoid.
Decoy seems so out of like. It seems so weird, like it's meant to be a deception thing, but it doesn't deceive anyone. It's just an AoE damage ability, and it's weird and doesn't do anything. So the idea of switching with it is good.
I mean, I'm not going to talk too much about this post. It's quite interesting, the details into it. Universe on Reddit again, but yeah, no, it's the interesting things as well as like shorter stealth time as well. It can be. With the fact that he now has a teleport to himself, and I don't know.
Yeah, actually, the mobility that he would get would be ridiculous.
And it's not like also Weaken is, someone to just ignore. He knows the game.
Yeah, but that is a lot of like he could teleport with his thing and then ult and then go invisible.
It would add dimensions to Loki, but also take away some as well.
Which, I mean, might be the right thing to do, because everyone seems to hate Loki for no reason.
Yeah. I mean, he is probably the best he's been recently, and he can be frustrating. I mean, he's a pub stomp, but I don't know, he can be frustrating too. I mean, I'm just calling myself a pub now, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Loki change would be interesting. I wouldn't want to see a lot. I still do like how Loki feels.
I like playing Loki. Loki's fine to play against. Yeah, to play against, I think he's fine. He's got an interesting. He can be frustrating, but then again, like from a technical point of view, from a professional point of view, I think he can also be shut down pretty quickly, right? Like you can get, he can get a kill, but also then you can kill him, and he's very risky. He's very high risk, high reward, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean, it boils down to I think I've said this before, the logistics of Loki, but it's the fact that he isn't really a team member.
No,
all he can do is take out one of your team members, and he's got a chance of taking out one of your team members.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a 4, which is the team with Loki on it, versus a 5, maybe 4 if Loki succeeds, which always skews in the favour of the non-Loki team.
Exactly, and also you group up enough, Loki can do shit.
Yeah.
So But yeah, that is it for community stuff then. Moving on to suggestions. I've got one suggestion here from underscore Frustr8d. Says, a small quality of life change that I would love. This is a weird one, by the way.
Frustrated. For God's sake, Danny. Learn to read the internet.
What did I say? Frustr8d.
Yes. Do you not speak internet?
Apparently not. Oh my god.
First bisexual and now Frustr8d. 8D.
It's not gonna be the title of the podcast. Just frustrated bisexual.
Yes, that is the title. But spell it how the names were spelled. Spell it Frustr8d and I don't know what. Byesecshoealls.
I thought they were saying bicycle. I thought that was the joke. Anyway,
why would it be bicycle?
Because I don't know. Why would it be? Right. Anyway,
don't finish that sentence. Yeah. The answer is obvious. Okay.
Right. A small quality life change that I'd love from Frustr8d says, so instead of demanding features that everyone asks every 10 minutes, I wanted to quickly discuss something that I've always wanted to be added to Smite. I'd really enjoy the ability to have a hotkey toggle for restricted camera pitch. So the like moving up and down camera thingy. I've been playing with this setting toggled for 4 years. I can't train myself to play without it, and quite frankly, I don't find the game nearly as comfortable with it. There are situations where having this toggled off is very useful, the most prominent scenario being spotting aerial gods before they land and seeing the damage you're dealing onto objectives. The ability to hold down shift or something to turn off the restricted camera pitch would be a nice little feature. So yeah, so like a kind of have it on, but then, yeah, have restricted on, but then hold something when you want to look up. This is a weird one because I can't go back to restricted camera pitch after having it off.
I hate restricted camera pitch now.
Yeah.
I think it is a matter of, like, you start up the game, you have restricted camera pitch. Okay, I'm gonna say now, whenever I say that, it's gonna be an issue. Just so we're aware.
Okay.
Like, you get into the game, you have that setting on, and you realise this is an issue. I'm gonna turn this off. And then it's weird for a while, and then you get used to it, and then it's fine.
And you can't go back, really.
And you can't go back.
Yeah.
I think that's coming from the perspective of someone who switched for a while, thought it was weird, and switched back again, and didn't play with it turned off for long enough.
Potentially.
To get used to it, and to realise that it's actually just fine and normal.
They say I can't train myself to play without it. That seems like they've tried. Like, it seems like they've tried to train themselves, but I don't know. I guess it's not for everyone. It's weird to think that it's not. I don't know, but
yeah. I mean, we should also probably ask. Like, it depends what the reaction is from the community. How many people are like us, and how many people are like him.
I mean, it might be just be a cool thing to add, right? We don't have to have it if we don't want it. Just
yeah,
might be a cool little feature. Don't know.
As a fringe thing for people that don't like it.
It's not exactly going to be a high priority thing, but
it shouldn't be that hard to add either, though. Really.
Exactly. So that is community stuff and suggestions. We've now got an end section. This is a brand new end section. I'm gonna work in progress name.
Okay.
It's kind of a. It's kind of a what did I say? A rhyme, but I think it works. So it's called Sockets Bracket, right? I don't know what else. I need the word bracket to be made into a god.
It's not in the format of all the other ones.
I know it's not. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know what Brastet. No, I don't know.
Ooh, Brastet kind of works.
Brastet.
Or the Brastet. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so here is how this is going to work. So I on my screen right now, I have a tournament bracket generator, right, from Challenge, and I am going to randomize a set of gods, completely random seeding and stuff like that, and we're going to put them into a bracket system, right? Now, these gods, the idea of this is we're going to try and find the best hunter to play in the game, according to non-network, according to us, right? We're going to go with hunter. Okay. This is just this is a test, right? This is an experiment.
You've realised that neither of us know anything about the game.
Exactly. This is why.
Cool.
Yeah. This is going to be the non-network approved hunter. We have a problem. First of all, there are 18. Yep. There are 18 gods in the game. Sorry, 18 hunters in the game. So we need to get rid of 2 to make it an even bracket. How we're going to do this? We're both going to decide a hunter to get rid of.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna have to open the game here so I can see the hunters.
Or just I don't know, open up a list. I don't know, list of gods or something. But yeah, we're going to base this on. We're going to base this on fun. How fun they are to play. Not based on how good they are right now or anything like that, right? In the case, we also need to. This is the thing. This is a team building exercise. Okay, we're building team skills into both of us, right? We're gonna have to agree. In the cases where we don't agree, we're gonna have to figure out what to do when we don't agree.
We aren't gonna agree.
Yeah.
We're gonna be here a while.
Yeah. So
everyone, pause the video here, get a cup of tea, come back, and then just have a nap while you listen to this, because we're going to be here a while.
Or just leave. See you later. This has been...
Bye.
Yeah. Right.
Take care.
Yeah, bye-bye. Right, okay, now for everyone else that wants to stay, yeah, you're stupid. Right.
Why are you here?
Okay. So, we need a hunter each to get rid of out of the bracket. So the hunter that you don't like playing the most.
So it's all about enjoyment of play.
It's enjoyment of playing and how fun they are. Nothing to do with how good they are. Right?
Okay.
So I am going to. I guess whilst you're loading it, I'm gonna pick the most unfun hunter play, and we're gonna have a lot of hate.
Oh yeah.
If you don't agree with something, let us know if you don't agree with it, why you don't agree with it. And I was gonna say don't get too mad, but get as mad as you want. We're gonna make mistakes. This isn't gonna be for everyone. This is our opinions. Right. So I am gonna pick Skadi as my hunter to get rid of.
I thought you liked Skadi.
Skadi, okay. No, it's probably the most unfun hunter to play in my opinion.
I'm gonna pick Neath.
Neath. Okay, you don't have fun with Neath. Interesting.
Don't have fun with Neath.
Okay.
Point and click ult. Come on.
Sure thing. Right. Okay, so we have a bracket now. So our first matchup is Medusa versus Chernobog. Which is an interesting one. So Medusa, I don't know. I like a lot. Okay, hunters. Okay, basic attacks are going to be a big thing about hunters. They have to have
Medusa.
They have to have satisfying basic attacks. I think Chernobog's basic attacks are a lot more satisfying than Medusa's.
True.
Chernobog has a cool ult. Okay, Medusa has kind of a cool ult, but Chernobog has a very cool ult, very fun ult. Why are you leaning to Medusa?
The rest of Chern's abilities are all kind of meh. And I don't know, I like Medusa's wave clear that hits anyone that's in a 5-mile radius. That's always fun. Sure. I like her passive. It just feels nice.
Yeah.
Being able to move in all directions. It just gives it a nice flowy, snaky feel, kind of like Medusa is.
True.
I just did a little snaky dance that you didn't see.
Yeah, no, I did see that actually. Yeah, that was nice.
What?
Yeah, it was good.
Healing reduction on her 3 makes dueling a lot of fun because you out lifesteal them.
No, I.
And the 3 is just fun.
By the way, if we disagree, what is the protocol? Are we going to do like a rock paper scissors over the internet or something?
We talk for a while.
That which will take forever. Okay.
I prefer Medusa's ult a lot more.
Really?
Yeah.
How much have you played Chernobog? I think that answers our question. Have you not played Chernobog?
So are we calling lack of experience being my vote doesn't count?
I mean, considering you haven't played him, can you really tell how fun he is?
Okay, so we'll go if I haven't played them, it's just Danny's opinion, which is Chernobog.
But you can also have an opinion on how fun they are based on, how the abilities are like, right? Like, you don't have to just have played them.
I thought about Chernobog's 3. Oh yeah, no, Chernobog.
Yeah. Yeah, you can claim. Yeah, Chernobog's a lot better. Like, kind of, I don't know. Medusa has a lot cooler mechanics, I think, with her 2 splashing and her ult looking at her and stuff like that. But I think Chernobog has the satisfaction level with a lot of his stuff. Like,
Yep. Okay. Chernobog.
I think he has a cooler character as well, to be honest.
I agree.
Okay, we're going Chernobog. Okay, Chernobog's 3. Okay, next thing is Hachiman versus Apollo.
Hachi versus Apollo. Ooh, that's a tough one. I mean, Hachi's just a massive bully, which is always fun. They both got free escapes.
I think... Yeah, it's interesting. They're both free escapes. I think Apollo...
Mez is fun. Mez's are always fun because they're just long stuns.
Mez is fun. I think
where you can just walk away.
Apollo's ultimate is a lot. I feel like it's a lot better to use. It feels a lot more fun than Hachiman.
It's a lot. It is a lot of fun to be in a chariot in the air.
Yeah.
Like, which am I gonna land on and ruin the day of?
I feel like all Hachiman really has going for him in terms of fun is the fact that he gets on a horse, which is kind of meh considering what the ability does. It is just a cone, and Hachiman, his like, and the fact that he can extend basic attacks, which Apollo's passive as well. Apollo's very satisfying to basic attack with as well.
I mean, the stun on Hachiman's 3 is really all he's got going for him,
and the extended basic attacks, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Apollo's passive is just so much fun, so satisfying. Are we
agreed on Apollo then?
Yeah, my vote's Apollo.
Okay, Apollo goes through.
Cool. Huyi versus Chiron. I know you play Chiron as like one of your 2 main hunters.
I play Chiron a fair amount, but at the same time, Huyi's got the ricochet.
Dank ricochet.
Which, danking people is so much fun.
It is so much fun. I mean, Chiron...
I mean, Chiron's ult is pretty fun with the like.
Yeah.
Like when you cheat death and get a kill with it and get away, it's amazing.
And then also, yeah, I know Chiron's passive. I do like Chiron's passive as well, the healing thingy.
Yeah, but it's not fun. It's a bit meh.
Okay, sure. I mean, he's got a lot of cool.
I mean, to be fair, Huyi's passive is equally boring.
Sure. Chiron's 2, right? You know, linking onto his basic attacks, and his 1. It's got synergy there, and his ult, of course. It's got synergy there.
I mean, Huyi's ult's a bit boring.
I don't know. I feel like it can be. Yeah.
It's just a big AOE. But Huyi has got the hallmark of the Golden Crow knock-ups and stuns and all that sort of stuff, which is fun. Cool. I might lean towards Huyi here.
Interesting.
Then again, the giddy up for Chiron is quite fun, like throwing someone behind you.
True. I think in terms of fun, potentially because of Ricochet. That's all I'm thinking. Like, I don't think you can get an ability more fun than Ricochet.
Ricochet's a lot of fun. And when you see it, like...
It's very frustrating
like a
when
proper
you don't
triple Ricochet, when you get, like, back and forth and they're just dead.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh...
The other side of the thing is it's very frustrating when you miss it. And then you miss it a lot. If you miss
Yeah, but frustration is just the other side of the coin to fun.
But yeah.
It adds the variation that makes it fun to play him. Whereas Chiron is just very bland, and there isn't much variation.
True. So
also, Masterful Shot is so memey whenever you get it off and it gets a kill.
True.
It has like the cool guy doesn't look at explosions sort of quality to it, where you can be walking away and just like, bam.
Yeah, I'm
press 2.
Who are you leaning towards?
This is a really tough one. I was leaning towards Hu Yi, but the Masterful Shot thing has kind of brought me back towards Chiron.
I think I'm probably leaning towards... I think in terms of feel of how of playing him, personally I'm with Chiron, I think. Although... Because the thing is, I think with Hu Yi, really, it's his Ricochet that's really all that's he's got going for him, and a cool escape.
Yeah, there's a lot more satisfying stuff in Chiron's kit.
Plus a satisfying CC immunity as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel bad to kick Hu Yi out so early, though.
Yeah.
Because Hu Yi is the king of the dank.
He is. He's a lot... But then again, yeah, I don't know. My vote's on Chiron. And I'm sorry to he means.
I'll stick with you and go Chiron as well, but I'm not. Yeah.
Sure
okay, Chiron. Yep.
Okay, Chiron is going through. I'm so sorry. Muzenkab versus Jibalonke. I know a lot of people are gonna. I think Muzen's a lot more fun.
No, that's the other one. Stop it.
What?
That's the one that I didn't have.
Are you gonna go Jib?
Yes, I was leaning heavily towards Jib.
I don't know. Both his 1, 2, like none of his abilities are any fun to me. Like they don't scream fun to me.
Rising Jake, this is fun. And the range from the 4.
Sure.
Okay, what's fun about Muzen?
Okay, so Muzen's hive. First of all, it's a fun mechanic. The fact that it has synergy with the fact that Honey has synergy with his hives and his 2, his ult. The fact that you can ult and then pick it back up again. Like, you know, you have that kind of when's it going to drop, or, you know, can I kill this person for it to immediately drop? Is a fun mechanic as well. Bees, spreading bees to everyone is very fun. He's the god of bees, which is very fun.
Yeah, but interesting mechanic doesn't mean fun mechanic. Like, Jib's got the range on his ult and the 3, which is just sneaky when you can, like, sneak in a CC immune kill with the 3.
I think it's... I don't know, I don't find that fun. I don't find you fun. Yeah, well, neither do I, to be honest with you.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I'm very much for Muzen in this matchup.
He's just got the hives, which is a weird kind of like, oh, I gotta keep a hive near me or I'm gonna be bad. Oh, there's the swarm, which is line damage. Honey, which is just a little slow and not any damage really. It's a bit pointless.
But you can put hive on it and you can put bees onto it. Bees onto the honey. How about we move on to the next one?
Okay.
We'll come back to that one. Jingwei versus Ram.
I know what you're going to pick.
I don't know what I'm going to pick, so you're probably wrong.
Really? You must...
Personally, I think Jingwei.
I can go with Jingwei as well.
Yeah, I think just... Ram's very basic attack heavy, which can get... Like all of his abilities, besides his ult, is basic attack. Which I don't know, can get a little bit
boring. Rum is kind of simplistic and satisfying.
Yeah.
I just smacked that. But Jingwei also has like the passive is just fun.
Yeah, passive.
The massive knock up in the little spiral AoE is fun.
In fact, she can knock herself up to use her 3 on.
Yep. Any time you get out of a knock up is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
I'm leaning towards Jingwei as well.
Yeah, I'm going Jingwei. Let's go.
Okay.
Jingwei is the winner. Right. Unha versus Izanami. Another one of Unha. The other one of your hunters.
I have more.
I'm diamond on both of these guys.
Well,
Izanami has very cool basic attack. Like that's what Izanami has going for.
Yeah.
She has very cool basic attack. She has,
the boomerangs are fun. And also the invisibility is fun.
Yep, of course, invisibility is always fun. The ult's kind of, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's fun.
The ult's meh. Yeah.
Unha has some cool combo with his 2-1.
Unha has the cool synergy in the combos. I think is the really
just two.
The thing that sells it for me is that you can spend your whole game trying to hit a 1-2 combo, and when you do get it, it's like yes.
And also just the 2 into walls, right? And now especially because you can push enemies through to like minions and damage the minions and damage gods in their path as well. And the ult is probably
the Impale is really good.
Yeah, Impale's good. But
the ult's a lot of fun.
But
the ult, like getting to a wall and being sneaky and like hitting someone with that high good range ult. It's a lot of fun.
Honestly, personally, I think Impale is probably the only thing that Unha has going for him in terms of fun abilities.
I disagree. First of all, the Impale synergizes with all the other abilities.
True.
Second of all, smacking down on someone with Disperse and like knocking them up and then like getting a few basics off is fun. And the ult just has a really massive range to the point where it gets fun to just like chuck spears at someone that thinks they're out of range.
So are you going on her then?
And like and when you get your mirror walled off and you just ult through the mirror wall like fuck you and get a kill.
Are you going on her then?
What was the other character that we're looking at?
It's an army.
Oh right. I think I'm going on her.
Yeah, I'll go on her. Yeah, you can't beat. Yeah, Impale's just too good.
Yeah.
Ulla versus Cupid. Now I think
my mind is settled.
My mind is settled, I think, as well. Go on.
Okay, we're gonna say our settled opinions in 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Ooh.
Cupid. Oh fuck.
Fuck.
I despise Ulla, and I've always despised Ulla. I don't like Ulla. I don't like playing Ull. He's unfun to me, and that is very controversial opinion. I know it's a very controversial opinion, but he is very unfun.
Is it because you can't hit his axe?
The fact that you are hitting his axe or not hitting his axe is dependent. Getting a lot of damage off is dependent on whether you hit his axe or not his axe. A lot of the time.
Okay.
With Cupid, you have like his heart bomb has so many different interactions with it. Like you can hit it into a nearly dead minion to explode it immediately. You can throw it out to try and get more people. I don't know, like if they're backing up, if the team's backing up, you can try and get more people with the one. It's, I don't know, it's
but then when you hit the one, it's just like a yeah.
But then again, it's all he has really.
It's all he has. It's a lot more than Ulla has. It's not a lot.
It's a lot more than Ulla has though, which is nothing.
No, that's incorrect.
Ulla has a combo. If you can do the combo, you are good. If you can't do the combo, you are bad. That's it.
But Axe is so fun to hit. Yeah. Which you wouldn't know because you've never hit one. But Axe is so fun to hit. And the steroids are great fun. And like the lifesteal is cool. I like having inbuilt lifesteal.
It's cool. It's not fun. Like, nothing is fun. Hitting an axe, fine, but
cool is fun. If something is cool, it's fun. If it's fun to do if it's cool.
But what else is there? Is it just an axe? It's just the steroids. The steroids aren't fun. Steroids is just a button and they do stuff.
Life's Leap is satisfying. The 3.
Leap's not satisfying.
Hail of arrows.
Yeah.
Hitting a hail of arrows and getting a kill is just like, yes.
But
and there's a lot of damage, making it even more fun.
But Cupid's ult, like a giant crippling Mez. You were saying how Mezes are so much fun earlier on with Apollo. Cupid's got a giant one.
Things that I've said before and bring them back to bite me in the ass.
His healing is fun as well. It's a fun mechanic to be able to either gain.
No, it's not a fun mechanic.
Okay, maybe not.
It's an annoying mechanic because you have to throw the hearts down and be like, take the hearts. Oh yeah, I'll take the hearts. Okay. Oh, you have my mana now. It's
But he does have a mez.
Cupid always feels ineffectual.
But is that him being bad?
When I'm playing him. No, because it doesn't feel satisfying. It just feels like, oh, I hit a heart bomb. Oh, he's stunned. Oh, he just leaped away.
Cupid has very satisfying basic attacks as well. But then again,
yeah,
I think
I'm leaning towards Cupid.
Oh, you're joking me! I'm leaning.
Did you just get swayed? Did we just fucking convince each other?
We always do this.
Fuck. You have no idea. We have a lot of meetings for the channel, and every single time we're both so good at arguing that we just switch opinions 2 or 3 times. This happens too much.
It does. It really does. It's unhealthy. We're really good at arguing now, apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah.
This end section's lasted half an hour, and we haven't done the first fucking bracket.
I still think Cupid, then. Like, I think... I don't know. In terms of actually playing, I have more fun with Cupid.
Okay. Yeah, I can. Okay, Cupid.
Oh boy. Okay. We're gonna get. I think killed actually for that one. Kernanos versus Artemis is the final one to talk about. I have my answer. And it's Artemis.
So do I. Yeah, same.
Yeah, I don't know. She's just a bunch of fun. Like, I think that might be a controversial one as well, potentially, but I don't find Kernanos very fun.
Artemis is just fun.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Yeah.
Now we still need to go back to AMC versus Jib. For the last one in round 1.
I don't know if I'm willing to change my opinion.
I'm not willing to change mine either. What are we going to do?
I'm fine doing rock, paper, scissors.
Oh boy. How are we going to do rock, paper, scissors online? Okay, we're going to say... Okay, we'll say them together. So we're going to go rock, paper, scissors, say. Right?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, paper.
Rock.
I win.
Okay. AMC goes through. This is taking too long.
Yeah. Okay, we're on to the quarterfinals now. Chernobog versus Apollo. I am very much leaning to Apollo.
Same.
That's cool. I think basic attack wise, his ult wise, like, I know they're both global, but yeah, Chariots win.
Yeah.
Mez's win. Chiron versus AMC.
Chiron. I didn't want AMC to go through last time.
I will say Chiron as well, I think, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Playing the god, yeah. It's a lot more fun to play Chiron. Why is the quarterfinals a lot easier than the round ones?
Because we've thought about these gods once already? I don't know.
Jingwei versus Arnher. I think I'm leaning, based on what you said in the first round, I think I'm going to lean to Anher here.
That's not fair. I was leaning towards Jingwei.
Really? Impale is just so much fun.
It is.
But thing is, Jingwei has fun, has fun mechanics, but playing the god, I think I find Anher a lot more satisfying and fun.
Yeah, Jingwei's got a lot of interesting kind of, that's cool, mechanics, but Anher has just got that satisfaction factor.
Yeah. Go with Anher?
This is going much quicker. This is better. Yeah.
Cool. Cupid versus Artemis. I'm going to go Artemis. I think.
I want to go with Cupid.
Okay. Right.
I am going with Cupid.
Interesting. I think the reason I'm going Artemis is she has... I didn't really have to argue Artemis last. I think this is... and I had to argue Cupid.
Artemis's trap's just a bit meh. She's got a steroid, which is not an interesting mechanic.
Remember her passive as well. Her passive that she...
A bit of a slow. The crits
No, it's not crits. It's not crits anymore, remember. It's the... She does basic attack. She does more damage with basic attacks when people are CC'd. Which gives synergy to her things like her 3 basic attack, or her trap basic attack, or her ult basic attack.
Okay.
With her 2, as well.
But that removes the bit of fun that was Artemis crits.
It does,
I'm only really going with her boar as being the fun thing about her.
Boar is very fun. I think the satisfying thing,
which makes her a bit boring overall.
The satisfying thing is her passive. Like being able to CC someone and then being able to do the more damage, and the sound effect that has as well. Cupid does only have one thing going for him. Remember, I mean, he has a mez as well, sure, but also it's not exactly very. I don't know. It feels weird because I argued for him so well last round.
Cupid's so good,
but he is also I don't know.
I'm sticking by Cupid. Cupid's fun.
Well,
just playing Cupid is fun. Like, and it's back to the Anher argument. Just playing Cupid is just nice. Just the basics feel nice.
So does Artemis, and you can increase her basic attacks as well. That's nice. That feels nice.
But you're wrong.
Well, fair enough.
So, it's Cupid.
But it's the fact that she synergizes so well. Everything about her kit synergizes with her
Cupid's passive synergizes really well. What are you on, mate?
Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah, of course. I mean, they're just really the big thing about that is just a stun. The passive gives him.
Well, the big thing about Artemis is
my microphone just went flying.
What was that sound? Oh my god!
I don't know. I mean, it slammed onto my keyboard. This is how much I'm getting into this argument. That's what it is. I slammed my microphone down. We're gonna rock paper scissors it.
Okay, we're gonna have to.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock.
Scissors.
Ha!
Okay.
Cupid gets through, as he rightfully should.
I'm fine with Cupid. Like I'm annoyed that Artemis didn't get through, but I'm fine that Cupid got through. Semi-finals.
I wouldn't be fine with Artemis getting through. Okay.
Apollo.
Who's left?
Apollo. Okay, so who's left? Apollo, Chiron, Anher, and Cupid.
A good selection of ADCs. I'm proud of us.
Apollo versus Chiron. I'm going Apollo. You cannot beat Apollo's basic attacks. His passive with those basic attacks.
Audacity is a lot of fun. Okay, I agree.
And his ult. We're going Apollo.
Apollo's got a lot going for him.
Yeah. Okay, then Anher versus Cupid. Very much Anher. He's just a lot of fun to play.
I feel like Anher versus Cupid is a thing that I get into a lot. Yeah, I'm going Anher again. Okay. It's weird how Anher had his toughest matchup in the first round and now he's in the final.
Yeah. It's just the fact that I think we were thinking too much about like how the only fun thing about Anher is Impale, but playing Anher is just fun.
Yeah, it's how much fun you have playing the character.
Well, we're back to season 1. It's Apollo versus Anher.
Oh my god,
for the final.
Except Maram, who was kicked out in the first round.
Kicked out in the first round, yeah. Apollo versus Anher.
Apollo versus...
Now this is tough.
This is very difficult. I do not know. I legitimately do not know.
We have to make a decision. I think... Who would I rather play? I think I would rather play based on fun. Like if I wanted to have fun in the game, I would play Anher. I think. As fun as Apollo's basic attacks are, that's like his ult. His ult is very mana hungry, which and in general losing mana is very unfun.
True, that is unfun.
And Apollo has, I don't know, his other abilities aren't great, aren't huge fun, whereas Anher, has a huge giant pillar and a like I don't know, he like you said, Anher's abilities synergize with his Impale.
I don't know.
I'm going Anher.
I don't know who I would pick. It depends on what mood I'm in. Who I would pick out of those two. It really does.
I'm sold with Anher. So it's up to you now whether you go with me or whether you argue against.
I really can't. This is the most trouble I've had from all the times. Words are challenging.
Even words are challenging now.
I can't put a line between them. They're both really fun.
If you can't put a line between them, are you just going to go with what I said?
I guess.
So that's
what about Apollo though?
Apollo, the thing is, Apollo is just, he's mana hungry with his ult. And by the way, like we put him second, it's not like he's unfun.
True.
But in terms of where Anher and Apollo differ, like I don't know, I feel like the things that Apollo has that are fun, his passive is great fun, but his ult is mana hungry, and there's nothing else going for him really. He's got a mez, but that's, I don't know. Anher just imagine just hitting his 3 and then impaling the knocked up enemy, and the 1-2 combos and the long range ults that you can get off, and the fact Anher's passive is actually a lot of fun as well, damaging more people the more times you hit them essentially.
True. I didn't think of Anher's passive. Are we going with Anher then?
I'm very much going Anher. Sorry, Apollo. But...
Poor Apollo. Okay. So are we calling Anher the most fun ADC of all the ADCs?
I guess so. Anher is the most fun.
I'm fine with that.
The
I mean, Anher is my only diamond ADC.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should be saying hunter because there are ADCs that aren't hunters.
True.
There
we go.
Well, that was a really long-winded idea for an end section you had. Yeah. I think this should just be a podcast on its own. To be honest with you.
Nice.
It's actually about half the podcast has been the end. This is the middle and the end section of the podcast.
I'd love to see first of all, I'd like to see what people think where people think we went wrong, like in the comments and stuff. I'd love to see that. But second, I'd love to do some sort of this on social media or something. Just
poll it?
Just poll it, yeah, each round.
I mean, if we used our answers as seedings for the polls,
ooh,
so they're more accurate, that'd be interesting.
Potentially. Or it might be interesting to just have the same matchups and see where the community differs. Great, bro.
Well,
that was
fun.
Then. That's been podcast 15 in the books.
And it might be our longest one.
Oh, God, no. Nothing could be longer than the last one. The last one was season 6 stuff, wasn't it?
We've cracked 2 hours, I think.
I think with edits, I think it's going to be less than 2 hours. We haven't recorded. I haven't recorded for 2 hours yet.
What do you mean? We don't edit the podcast. It's live.
Yeah, sure. Exactly. This is what you get.
Okay.
Right. So I guess what's it called? House cleaning? No. Housekeeping.
What
Housekeeping.
the fuck is wrong with you?
Housekeeping. That's the.
You just made a lot of sounds, none of which were words, and then said house cleaning.
Housekeeping is what I meant to say. So you can, if you've got anything to talk about, like Frustr8d did today, and you want to hear us talk about it. If there's anything that comes up in the community, anything you want answered by us, then do tweet us with the hashtag SmiteComPod. And do tag us at NumNetworkYT. You can also tag us separately as well. I am at NN SuperDazza on Twitter, and I
am at NN Purley on SuperDazza. Although
on SuperDazza. Oh no.
Yep, you heard me right.
No.
NN Purley. Although I am less active, I will see anything you send me. So do let me know what you want to know.
And or comment everything. Do let us know what you think this bracket. Who you think is the most fun hunter? Whether we went, I mean, we probably went wrong with Ul versus Cupid, but.
And let us know if literally anyone got to this point in the video, because I doubt anyone did.
Nice. Right. We're off. Thank you very much for listening, everyone, and we will see you again in 2 weeks' time. Take care.
Bye-bye.